nobody takes anything seriously anymore. Why would they? Why would they? Everybody lives on the internet. It's not a serious place. But I will say that the internet is a lot like capitalism. It's just the way of the world. It shows how cruel the world really is. And I think that's why people want to fight capitalism, but they can't, because people will always be competitive. Now, I don't like that personally. I'm a lot more of a communist myself, but I'm just saying that so that people leave. Sometimes I think that subconsciously the reason why I say a lot of the things that I say is so that certain people leave. Like, I was thinking that about the music I play. Like, anybody that gets on to me for listening to rap music, like, I don't want them watching my stuff. Because they don't deserve it, you know? They don't appreciate art. So... and they can say, well, that's not art, or that's not music. So if you go on Instagram and you look up comedians, and Instagram and Twitter, all these sites will tell you a lot about the world, you know? So you'll see this often when a comedian will put up some of their material. And I'm sure that TikTok is so much worse. I don't have a TikTok, so I don't know. I don't know how bad it is, but I'm assuming that it's worse. Instagram's pretty bad. But yeah, you'll see these people that'll leave comments about some comedian's joke or their bit or whatever, and they will say, or my favorite is when Christians talk about anybody that jokes about God is going to burn in hell, apparently, because God doesn't have a sense of humor or anything. I'm pretty sure he does. That's why he made women. But whatever, it's all based off speculation, you know? It's like, so you feel things a certain way, like, that's your own personal experience. And now, I do believe in objective truth, but I think that I believe in objective and subjective truth. And I think that sometimes these things can get very hairy. But it's like the people that they swear, oh, God's not real, and you know, you can do whatever you want, it doesn't matter. It's like, are these people living good lives though? Are they living like moral, virtuous lives? If morality's up in the air and it doesn't mean anything, then it's like, how do we even have like a functioning society? You know? I think that at least with people that attempt to believe in something like God, they do care about their conduct, and they know that it's wrong to just kill somebody because they wanted to kill them. But then you gotta talk about shit like, you know, crimes of passion. Well, if you think about it, all crimes are crimes of passion, you know? Anytime that people do anything that's questionable, it's like, well, that person's probably just really passionate. But I'm really grateful to be so inquisitive, but also very spiritual. So it's like, I do think of myself as a pretty virtuous person. And, if, you know, reading certain spiritual books allow me to be more in that realm of gratitude. And I think that there is like a level of consciousness that's kind of unhealthy, and I would say that that's probably what schizophrenia is. So it's like you're bombarded by all of this horrible sort of revelationary information, you know, but people that have gotten used to this are just like, whatever, it's just a Tuesday, you know, it's just a Tuesday. I'm having a lot of revelations about various aspects of my life, and it's like everything's an experience. Well, that's a lot like being on hallucinogens that are psychedelics, you know, where you just feel like your eyes are like fully open all the time. Well, there's a reason why that's like a drug-induced experience. Most people don't want to be in that kind of state all the time because it's really intense. So that's why I just try to stay away from people, because I realize that, yeah, most of these people are like this much of what you are. And of course that's going to sound arrogant, but it's just true. You know, I've been told by enough people that, oh, well, nobody feels like this. Nobody obsesses like this. Nobody thinks this much about this, you know? Like, I've been told that by enough people. I've confused enough people. I've disgusted enough people. I've freaked out enough people. I've intimidated enough people to know that I'm not out of my mind when I say that my experience is more intense than your average American, okay? Americans fight consciousness like it's the fucking plague. Because to them it is. If they became more conscious of the things they do on a daily basis, they'd realize that all the stuff that they do makes them feel like shit, and they don't actually have any sense of purpose. They'd probably commit suicide. If people were more conscious, the suicide rate would be insane, okay? But I don't know. Back to what I was trying to talk about. Just, yeah, people not taking anything seriously. Of course they don't. If they took anything seriously, they'd realize that we're completely fucked. But everything is a joke. You know, the internet's here to prove that everything's a joke and that nobody really cares about anything. And yeah, passionate people will naturally get laughed at. Luckily, I'm a comedian, so I feel like I chose the right field. Because I can't get offended that people don't care. I mean, well, I can, but there's really no point. Because they're not going to start caring all because I got offended, which is why getting offended is fucking pointless. But try telling that to people to get offended.